Welcome back. This week we are based in the glorious New Forge House, ancestral home of John and Louise Mathers, proprietors of the award-winning Irish Country House.
What's the secret in a real good blonde ale?
Blonde ale.
Because I don't know how you bake. I don't know how to bake one of these, so you better tell me.
Right, I use sort of 4 different types of grain. We have, this is called the crystal, and it adds a colour to the beer.
Crystal malt.
Lovely. Crystal malt.
Sounds so wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's the colour?
That's the colour, yes.
Okay.
We've got wheat malt here, and that's used to ensure that the head of the beer, the froth, stays in the glass.
Okay.
The main body of the beer is, right, this is lager malt.
Lager malt.
Yeah, and then the last one here is a Munich malt, and that adds just Munich malt, and adds just a biscuity flavour to the beer as well.
You know, it's such a lovely sunny day. I think this is just going to be perfect for our barbecue later on.
Yeah.
Let's have a little sip.
Well,
Fabulous.
big question.
Fabulous. It's wonderful. It's everything it says on the back of the label. So can we have this for our barbecue?
Certainly
Will
can,
you come
yes.
and pour it out for us?
I will indeed.
Wonderful.
Great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to make some bread because we need all of this later on for our barbecue.
Hello, Jenny Bristow and Barry McGuigan. How you doing?
Who are you?
I'm the mushroom man.
There's no mushroom there.
Yeah.
So are you cooking in the kitchen? Are you delivering?
No, I'm only delivering. What have you done with John?
Oh, we've tucked him underneath here. We've just taken over his kitchen.
Garlic and cream cheese, herb crusted cheddar, Stilton elite cheddar cheese and sun-dried tomato.
Yeah.
Wow. Served as main
Like a
course
full
for
meal.
vegetarian?
Served as a main
starter?
course for vegetarian, 2 mushrooms, or as a starter, 1
Right.
mushroom with a bit of salad or whatever, you know.
These
Great,
are
great.
John's mushrooms, yes?
Yeah, well, they're not, they're Jenny's now.
You sort John out. Listen,
Okay.
good to see you.
Thanks, Barry.
very much.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, good to
Nice to
see
meet
you
Jenny.
too. Fantastic.
Okay then.
Right,
Thank you,
Cheerio.
Seamus. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
That's the sound of that. We can put a few more of those in the barbecue. We'll have less work to
Well,
do.
what are we going to be
Yeah,
getting
we
on?
better. Right,
We're
bread.
going to crack on with this bread.
Okay.
So, I need your help here.
All right. Well,
I've
listen.
never made bread before.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, you like this? This is dead easy. This is one that we're going to have easy bread because it's one of these easy mixes with the flour, the raising agent, everything's in it. And we can be as creative as we want. So we have a whole pile of things here.
Right, I've got some cheese, some
herbs,
parsley.
and
And,
parmesan,
yes.
sun-dried tomatoes, a little bit of basil. We've got some onions. So I'm going to make some sun-dried tomato.
And I'll try the cheese and parsley, right?
Right.
And how much do I put in, Jenny?
As much as you want. I think life's too short.
You can put your own flavour on.
Of course you can. I mean, life's too short, as somebody said, for peeling a mushroom. So there you go.
Whatever that means. We'll put a bit of cheese on mine then.
All
in
right.
that case.
Looks lovely.
And you know, I can see the buttermilk here, but does it have to be?
No.
Does it have to be buttermilk?
No, you can. I'm putting in black pepper. You can use buttermilk, you can use full cream milk, you can use semi-skim milk, whatever anybody has in their house. And,
All right.
and this, you just keep adding enough milk until you get it all sticking together. Yep, I've got enough of that. So we'll take about, I'm going to take about half of this first of all. And if you do the same, and we'll have a wee go. Can I set that in there? And then just a wee bit of flour on the table. And then it gets all nice and manageable and it doesn't stick. And then, do you know this lovely thing of sort of kneading it and putting your knuckles into it? If you stick, imagine me telling you to put your knuckles into it.
Put my knuckles into everybody. Well, I used to.
Right, and I'm going to make little ones. So I'm going to chop it in half. So, oh, look at those, the sun-dried tomatoes and the basil. And then just
Fantastic.
shape it into little rounds. And again, people will tell you it's a great tradition when you make bread, you put a wee cross on the top of it and let all the fairies out. So I don't know if there's any in there. Do you believe?
I'll not go there.
Do you believe in fairies?
No, I don't believe in anything.
Why did you make a great big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make one.
I'm trying to shape it like a boxing glove. Tell you what, just make it like a boxing bag.
Yeah, just leave it round. Then we can slice that. We can put all sorts of things on it. Right, that's us for the oven.
That's it.
Do you want to put it in and we'll
I'll
try
put it in.
some more? About 200. 200 gas mark 6 will take us about.
Guys, just right
Just
there.
give it a shove, that's it. Little shove. Well done.
So, dessert.
Yeah. Well, with so many strawberries, Barry, so I thought we'd make something really nice and nostalgic. We'll make a great big bowl of strawberries. Yeah. There's nothing nicer than a bowl of strawberries with ice cream. Right. But I think, you know, that lovely old-fashioned baked Alaska. Basically what this is, it's a layer of sponge, ice cream, fruit coulis, lots of those wonderful strawberries.
Fruit coulis, it sounds fabulous.
That is, it's a fancy name for strawberries, a little bit of icing sugar, and just simply put through a sieve. So I let you do that one.
You mash it.
You just mash it. And then this just goes over the top of the sponge, a little bit of it like that, and then that all seeps down in. So if you put about half of that over the top, and this is why it's an egg sponge rather than a butter sponge, because it's much softer and you get all that in there.
Right.
Super duper. Right, so we're really going to put strawberries and ice cream time about on this.
Okay.
And if you can have the ice cream in the freezer really turned up high or low, whichever one it is,
right,
to make it really hard. So right down the middle of it, and then we'll top it all with strawberries. Loads of strawberries, as many as you can sort of safely work with here. Now, over the top of that goes the next layer of sponge. Just press it all well down like that. We can tidy it up in a moment or two. And then a little bit more of the fruit coulis over the top. Fabulous. Can you just imagine the taste of that?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a strawberry trifle.
A million calories in there.
Wonderful. Absolutely fabulous. And if you want, you can put more strawberries over the top. Shall we put some more
Why
on
not?
top? Why
You,
not?
want,
Here.
you decide.
Yes, let's put a few more over the top of it.
Because
Cover the whole dessert with meringue and almost insulate the ice cream that you have in the centre of it. And then we've got the oven turned on over here really, really high. It's right up to about 250 degrees. And you know what you can do with this? It's not the sort of a nerve-wracking dessert as people think, because when you get to this stage, you can then pop it straight into your freezer, harden it up again, let the ice cream really get firm before you pop it into the oven. It's a flash meringue, that's the fancy name.
What do you call it?
Flash meringue.
Flash meringue.
Quick flash meringue. It's only in the oven for about 3 minutes, not any more than that.
Seriously?
It's 3 minutes, long enough to cook the meringue
Yeah.
to a nice safe stage. Then the ice cream hasn't sort of melted in the centre. A little bit of demerara sugar because this gives it a lovely crunchiness. There we are, that's it.
Right. You're going to put that in the fridge?
I'll put that in the freezer.
And I get the barbecue lit and the steaks on.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
Good,
we'll
good.
get a move on.
We're going to make
A barbecue sauce.
Okay.
We'll make a fabulous barbecue sauce
Right.
that if they want, you can pop it over their top of their steaks because Kenny doesn't want us to marinate it. We're
No,
going
that's
to
it,
cook
yeah,
those steaks
that's
with a
right.
bit of flavour.
Okay.
Olive oil,
olive oil.
onions,
Onions.
red onions, white onions, a little
And
bit
white,
of garlic.
yeah.
Yep, a little bit of garlic. Lovely spring onions from the garden. So we've got all of those. And those fabulous tomatoes. Do you remember the ones we picked yesterday?
Yes, and Shane Donnelly's.
That's the very ones, all of those. Lots of mushrooms.
Yeah.
A little bit of balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
A little bit of tomato puree going in. That's
Tomato
great
puree.
for colour. Yep. A little bit of mustard. Light mustard.
Yeah, what type of mustard?
Whole grain mustard. Gosh, it's looking good, Barry. Yeah, we've got about 4 ounces of soft brown sugar. This is what
4
gives
ounces.
It, yep, that's what gives it this nice sort of sweet and sour almost.
Yeah.
Tin of tomatoes going in. A little bit of cider vinegar, so that gives it a nice sort of sharpness, a bit of a kick with it. So about a quarter pint of that. Now, I always think when you put vinegar into something, you've got to let it just cook for a minute or two to lose that vinegary sort of sharp
So how
flavour.
long are we leaving this on here for?
It's going to be on there for about 10-15 minutes. By the time we get these steaks cooked, that'll be just spot on. It'll be just ready. And then for those that aren't faint-hearted, if you want a bit of heat, we'll put a bit of cayenne or smoked paprika into it. And then all our
Seamus.
peppers that we have here, we'll just put those in the barbecue in a moment or two. Right, what else had we to do? The strawberries. Gosh, we got those as well, right. And I told you I'd show you a really quick idea just to put over the top of these. If you take a little bit of balsamic vinegar, tiny little bit of maple syrup, just a wee drop, sort of equal quantities of both of them, and then give them a wee stir round, nothing more than that. You give it a wee mix, and then just pour it over the top of the strawberries.
Seriously?
Yep, right, over the top it goes, and again, that only needs just to marinate for about half an hour. They'll be lovely. Right, strawberries, peppers, barbecue sauce. Right, we better go and get the steaks on.
Will that taste test?
Yeah, come on, off
Let's
we go
do
with
it.
those. Right. I think this is admirable that suddenly here's a challenge for us to cook up these cheaper cuts, see what the flavour is and see how it works. So let's have a go on it.
Absolutely. Well, now this is the biggest one.
Okay,
So let's start with that.
one. Let's go with that one. Now we have explicit instructions how to cook these.
Right.
We'll just let it cook away here. Don't be tossing and turning it lots and lots of times. Ribeye steak next.
Let's try the chump.
Yeah, because this is the sort of
This
the
would
cheap.
be
This
the-
is the real cheaper one. This is where
reasonably
you
priced one.
can sirloin. Away we go. That's in there. And then the most expensive of them all, fillet steak. Oh, they're here. Good. We won't be long. We're nearly there. Come, help yourselves. That looks good. So better get a few of these on.
Yes,
These
okay.
are the baked potatoes.
Lovely.
And a few of the peppers. Sauce is doing well too. We're nearly ready. Barry, we've done well. We have it all ready at once. Potatoes, mushrooms, peppers,
Whole heap.
barbecue sauce. Where are we starting?
Cheapest cut of meat first,
Yeah,
so
the
this
chump.
is the chump.
The chump one. It's lovely. And it hasn't shrunk either. If I was blindfolded, I'd think that was sirloin steak. I really would. It is so tender. It's got a fabulous flavour.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's amazing. Now we're on to the
Ribeye without the bone.
Okay, here we go again. Really tender. Still like the flavour of the chump. The flavour of the chump is amazing. Gosh, now imagine sitting down to eat this. Ooh. You look as if someone's giving you a right fist.
We'll give the chump a run for its money. Fantastic. Wow. Well, let's go on to the slightly more expensive one. Sirloin.
It's lovely. It really is. It's a lovely piece of meat.
Top of the tree is a fillet.
Fillet I just love. Again, I love fillet. And that's just the way I like it cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Some people say that's far too well cooked, but that's good for me. Fabulous. That's why this one is most expensive. It's just lovely. It's moist, it's juicy, it's got flavour.
Keep talking.
It's good. And I'm going back to try this one because I love this one.
Really? Honestly. The chump is almost as good as the rest. It's remarkable when you think that this is actually a third of the price of the fillet.
Yep. Good.
That Kenny boy knows what he's talking about.
Must do. It must do.
He knows what he's talking about. Don't tell him, give him a big head.
No, we'll not do that. Right, we better go get this food served up for everybody.
Look at that.
Well, we've had a fabulous time here in County Armagh, all about and around the district.
Absolutely fantastic. Fabulous people, great food, fabulous hospitality. Hope you've enjoyed it. Join us next time. We're going to kick our heels up.
Yeah, and we're going to eat this baked Alaska before it gets hot. Or cold, whichever one. There we go. Right. Party time.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
You're not having it.